Happy now, all is now. It's a gift of being the present. Fresh sage sounding back in here, putting out my perception into the cloud of the collective to expand the collective consciousness. You're now tuning into the mind of astrology and the moon, and it's Cancer hours. Okay, so with this is going to be a video on how the spirituality behind Man City as a football club, basically, and how they were able to reach success over the years and manifest dominance. All right, so looking at this, I'm gonna go ahead. Manchester City is a soccer, aka football club, you know, and based in Manchester in the United Kingdom. Okay, so there, the sun, moon, and ascendant for Manchester is sun in Gemini, moon in Leo, and ascendant in Capricorn, and midheaven in Sagittarius. Okay, so looking at this, the sun and the moon is a sextile. Okay, so with sun in Gemini and moon in Leo, that's a sextile. So sextiles plays as opportunities. Okay, so with this is the fire, the wands, the visions, the expressions, the creativity, okay, from the emotions, and the swords from the air. So from the sun being in Gemini. Okay, so the sun being in Gemini, that's basically being communicative and utilizing your words in a mutable and adaptable type of way within people, when in your surroundings. Okay, so Manchester City's logo or symbol is a blue moon, the blue moon. And what is a blue moon? Okay, so a blue moon occurs infrequently every 2 to 3 years, and this is basically a full moon within the same calendar month. Okay, so if you don't know about the full moon happens, you know, every month, you know, but it's basically whenever the moon is full, and as a collective our emotions are at the highest peak. So their song is basically blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own, shit like that, you know. So it's basically utilizing, and this is when you get whatever you want to manifest, and you utilize your emotions, you know, and you basically communicate about that and express that and basically be creative with that, you know. This is utilizing magic in a way. We as spirits, we all have magic, and this is how we utilize our magic, with our emotions and our thoughts. So with this, a collective, think about that, millions of people literally putting their emotions towards and their energy and communicating about a football club, you know, in a fixated way, in a Leo-like way, from their emotions, you know, and putting their collective thoughts and feelings, you know, towards the success of a football club, you know. And again, going back to the full moon, is basically whatever you want to manifest and utilize your emotions. Whenever there's a full moon, you know, the moon is full. That's really basically when we should chill. But you know, when we talking about a full moon, it basically is the end. You know, it's the end usually of a conclusion towards whatever you're working out within yourself or emotionally, you know? And that's basically when you're supposed to be fulfilled. Okay? So basically, with going back to the moon and Leo and the sun and Gemini, they create opportunities to go about manifesting, you know, anything that success. Go about manifesting success for the club, you know? And when we look at their rivals, okay, when we look at their rivals, Manchester United, you know, these guys have fallen off, you know? These guys were basically the best, you know, at a point. You know, they were basically the best. When we talking about a United fan, and you ask them when was the last time they did better than a Manchester City fan, they have to go back towards like 2010 type shit. You know, they have to go way back, you know? So Man City as a club and as a fan base, you know, and their culture and everything that make up their fan base is basically in the light of more heavenly things. You know, when you look at their color is light blue. You know, light blue basically is like the sky. You know, light blue is like looking at infinite possibilities type shit. You know, light blue is infinite possibilities. You know, communication type shit. You know, that's throat chakra. You know, so it's basically, yeah, when you look at their neighbors, you know, when you look at their rivals, they the devils type shit. These niggas call themselves the devils, and they red, and red is Mars. You know, red is Mars. You know, so that's root chakra type shit. So these niggas, you know, they're what's it called? They're more about passion, you know, they're more about the competitiveness, you know, but, you know, Man City is basically about how can we as a team be better type shit, you know, and reach our maximum potential type shit, you know. So this is basically breaking down how Manchester City manifested dominance, utilizing the makeup of their club and the infrastructure. When you look at Manchester City, the people at the top, the people that run the club, they know what they're doing. They're scouting the youth, Manchester City's youth, their youth team, they won the championship 3 years in a row, you know? So it's like they can always bring a star from their youth type shit at any given moment, or they can sell a youth player for an excessive amount of money, you know? Manchester United, their rivals can't do that, you know, or they don't do that. So yeah, just looking at that, you know, this is basically breaking down the spirituality of Manchester City and how they manifested dominance, you know, utilizing the makeup of their club. So yeah, First Aid signing out. Catch you next now.